Welcome back in today's Parenting SOS. We are entering the last push through the end of the school year. So joining us with some strategies for helping your child stay focused and transition well into summer, we have Darci Walker of Core Parenting. Welcome to you.
Hi.
Glad to have you back.
Good to be here.
So that is tough to keep your kid focused those last few weeks of school. And then everybody wants to go crazy because it's summer. So how do you keep that kid focused?
Right. I think the first thing is to remember that it's perfectly natural that kids are feeling done at this time. They're getting ready for summer.
They're over
the
it.
weather's changing. We all are, right?
Yeah.
We're ready to go play. And so understanding that it's normal and that they just need a little bit of extra scaffolding. So if we can make ourselves a little bit more available to be there for homework and transitions, to be there in the morning, then we can kind of soothe those times and keeping them on track.
There are those kids, though, who do have to go to summer school. You know, it might be recommended by staff at the school. How do you get them engaged to continue to work?
Right. I think that we have to understand that their downtime is just as important as their learning time or their kind of work time. And in the summer, in the spring, we need to make time and space for play, regardless of the age, whether it's teen or younger, but that they need that time to rejuvenate. So really making an effort to find that balance for them.
Schedule fun.
Yeah.
Yes, schedule fun.
I think a challenge, you know, we were seeing that video of kids playing outdoors, and a challenge for a lot of parents, kids are on their phones and their iPads, and they just want to sit inside and play on their electronics. So what's the best method into kind of encouraging your kid to get out and play?
Well, start early in the course of a child's life with those
younger.
The culture of being able to have the whole family step away from the phone. So it's easier with younger kids than teens, obviously, but minimizing the media and setting actual media-free times, ideally during daylight, where kids can go outside.
Yeah.
So with the younger kids, really getting them more outside time, and then actually keeping the schedule with the bedtime for them, even though it might be getting lighter. And then for the teens, of just really focusing on having face-to-face contact with their peers rather than just having it on media, and really teaching that.
You take that media away and they get so bored they want to
they
go
don't
outside.
even know what to do with themselves. I know.
Hey, you know, as we look ahead to summer, there are teenagers wanting to get maybe that first job. What is a good age or a good benchmark for encouraging your kids to do that?
Right. I really encourage us to be thinking about the developmental needs that a child would be looking at. So sometimes we can get really focused on college applications or filling out the resume, or they need classes or they need a job. But underneath that is some developmental things like managing their own time, managing their own money, having fun time, socializing with peers. And if you start talking about those goals and then helping your teen fill in with what would meet those goals. So a job might meet the goal of managing my time, making money, having social time, but so would volunteer work, or, you know, being in a club or a athletic thing with friends. And so you can kind of meet some of those underlying goals if you identify them and talk about them, rather than just fixating on it's a job or it's school.
It can be freeing, though, when a child has some spending money of their own.
Right.
It doesn't have to come to mom when they want to go to a
and
movie.
for the kid.
And so good for them to start to have that independence and autonomy, rather than just going to college and then, like,
Maybe
going
start with a
crazy with
part-time job or something, you know, a few hours.
And do you encourage volunteer work, even if the kid is, if you have a teen who is working, is it still good to really make that a priority and sprinkle some sort of volunteer activity in there?
Yes, again, this should be a time in their life where they're exploring a lot of different things, right? We don't need our teens or even want our teens to be really focused. I think that we think that sometimes, like they want to be a doctor, or they want to be this, or they want to be that. But at this age, they need to be exploring all different kinds of things. So volunteering or doing different camps or things like that give them the opportunity to kind of play and explore and have fun, rather than feeling so focused.
Put you on the spot. What was your first summer job?
I worked in a pizza place, Little Caesars Pizza.
That's a good one.
Little Caesars, that's great, yeah.
Better than mine. I cleaned a medical office. That was my first summer job. What did
I
you do?
worked in a clothing store, so yeah, there you go.
Across the board.
Well, Darci Walker with Core Parenting, thank you so much for the tips,
Thanks for
and
having
good
me.
luck to all you parents out there.
Yeah,
We're
good
back
luck.
after this.